directly for the school system and not impact the state formula for personnel. All new SRO officers are sent to a national training. It's the National Association of School Resource Officers training, which gets them ready to interact with students, and which is a different training that you would get from being a police officer in the field. Mon County Schools has also purchased 8 state-of-the-art metal detectors. These will be placed next year at the 3 high schools as a pilot. Understanding the volume of students who enter the building, these devices are designed to detect dense metal only, so focus is on guns and knives and not on cell phones and keys, to keep the flow of traffic going into the building. They're also easily portable, from my understanding, and can be taken to other entrances. So during maybe a theater event or a sporting event, if there's a need, they can move them easily from the door to another area. If I'm elected to the board, I'll work directly with Adam Hankins to make sure that this also gets to the middle school level if it's deemed effective. Beyond this, the county still offers ALICE training, which stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. Teachers, staff members get trained through professional development every year. Students go through lockdown drills twice a year. One of the major concerns right now is transitioning back to a normal school and the social emotional impact that students have acquired or has worsened if they had emotional trauma before over being out of school for the last 2 years. So I think it's important to address those social emotional needs. At this time, there are currently school nurses in all of the buildings. There are 37 counselors across the 19 school buildings, at least 1 full-time counselor in every school. Beyond that, the school workers are active in, social workers are active in the schools, and COVID relief money has added extra therapists and social workers. I was asked the other day what happens when that money goes away. If the need is still there, then we'll have to find a way to fund it, because student health is foremost important.
Thank you, Jennifer. Christy?
All right, I first want to say that I do really love the fact that we have the resource officers at the high schools. I think that it's an invaluable asset for our kids. I feel the faculty should be comfortable investigating situations without fear of bullying or retaliation. I think that the see something, say something mentality should be encouraged and rewarded. As far as health safety goes, I will fight hard to ensure that parents decide what is best for their own children. And I would really like to see a full-time clinical psychologist on staff and available for the students. I don't feel that the guidance counselors are properly trained or equipped to successfully handle the issues that many of our kids face today. And I think that that's something that if we would get ahead of, we could probably change people's lives before it gets too late.
Thank you. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate you answering our questions and sitting with us. Again, these ladies are 2 of 5 candidates, 1 incumbent, Michael Kelly. If any of the members that are watching, any of our viewers that are watching, or any of our guests here in the audience are confused, because the election to the Board of Education can get a little confusing. There are 3 seats that will be filled with not more than 2 members seated on the board from any one magisterial district. So with Mike Kelly as an incumbent running from the Western District, be mindful of the math there on election night when you're watching returns, and because your top 3 vote getters aren't always the winners. So I'm sure both of these candidates have that down pat. So if anyone has any questions about how that math will turn out, Jennifer, Christy, I'll let you guys get the chalkboard out and show them the math. So thanks for joining us. Next up we have Andrew Price and Mark Myers.